whenever you identify your vision and you commit yourself to pursue it, there's something called the law of attraction. God brings the things which you need so that that vision can come to pass near. Hello guys, welcome to Honors of Tomorrow, Today Papa's Talk Show. I know it has been a while. We have been doing a few things behind the scenes, which very soon will be made manifest to every viewer of this show. Now, today, don't mind about my background, it's awesome, but I just passed by to allow us discuss a very important topic in our generation, which is vision. Now, let's start by defining what vision is, and we'll be simple and basic as we can. So, a vision is the great better you believe you will become tomorrow when you can see it today. And it's not a must to be a better or greater individual. It can still be a greater society, a greater institution like a church, like where I am in currently, or a school. Like, what is in your mind about yourself or the society being better than it is today? So that is what a vision is. Now, the other day I was reading a book written by Miles Monroe, and on the preface part, I found or made this quote that many people have eyes which can look, but a few have eyes which can see. And what it was basically meaning was saying that many people are just around and they have nothing which they want to become in future. They are just living today. But only few people are around with a great end picture of themselves or the society or the institution where they are working in or they belong, having a vision to have that institution become better or have the individual life become better. So I'm here like to sensitize us on the importance of vision, and also we look how one can set and develop a vision. So number one, as an individual, it's important you sit down and ask yourself, where do I want to see myself a year from today, 5 years from today, 10 years from today? Because it is that question which will challenge your mind to start creating possibilities and realities which are necessary in your life, or which are necessary or supposed to happen in your life because you need them. Let me tell you one thing. The current world which we live in today, everything we enjoy, it is as a result of people who saw the things which we are enjoying today when the things never existed. Be it the roads which we use when we are driving to church, driving to school, driving to work. Certain men sat down, and when there were no roads, they said, if we come up with projects to ensure there are roads in this particular place and in this particular place, if they just aborted the idea and they never invested resources to pursue that vision and make it a reality, we'll still be having a lot of jam around Thika Road. But today, because of the vision of those guys and committing themselves, first challenging them to have the vision, then two, putting up things in place to have the vision become a reality, we have efficient transport along Thika Road. So similarly, even with our lives, if we don't sit down and challenge ourselves to come with a picture of who we want to become in future, I tell you, things will continue being tight and tight. Therefore, it is a personal responsibility which will benefit self when one sits down and allows their mind think of how they can become better in future. So that's just simply and basically why each one of us should have a vision. So from today, it's good you think about academically, like who do you want to be 10 years from today, professionally or in career, who and what do you want to become from today. Because let me tell you, if you will not do that, someone else who is doing that, you will have to submit under their pursuit of vision so that you can run your life. What am I trying to say? The other day we were having a conversation at work, and then we were discovering each one of us is assisting someone greater than them achieve a certain vision. For instance, where I work, I discovered I am really assisting the owners of the company to meet the goals of their vision in the particular sector where I work, where they invested. The other guy also discovered the same. He works in a security company. He discovered the people who started that security company had a vision. And in that vision, there are goals which they set. So he himself is assisting them meet their vision. And therefore, we challenged each one of us to go, sit down, have an idea, then start pursuing that idea in order for them to have their lives changed according to the discussion which we had. So from today as a person, identify your vision. Now, once you see a clear, better you tomorrow, then what's the next thing? The next thing is what is most important, because there are millions of people who have a clear vision of whom they want to become or what they want their country to look like. That is how. And also maybe how they would like to run their families. But that vision, it is at idea level. Now, for that vision to come to fruition, there are key things which you are supposed to do. And let's look at them, then we'll be winding up for today. Now, here we go. Number one, if you want your vision to become a reality, is first capture your vision in your mind. That is, sit down and clearly in your mind define what you want. See what you want, either to become or to achieve. For instance, if you are an academic person, sit down and see yourself go through every level of education all the way to PhD level, and see yourself maybe having the title of a professor or a doctor in academics. Like, let your end picture, the pinnacle or the prime of the sector which you want to specialize in life, be fit and be like well defined in your mind, such that if, regardless of if you are asleep, you are awake, regardless of if you are even dozing, or regardless of if you are walking or sitting down, that thing is clear in your mind. This is what I want to become in life, or this is my the great achievement which I want to achieve in my life. That's one. Then number two, meditate about the possibilities of your vision. Like, when you become maybe this great business person, which impact will you have in your personal life and in the life of the people you love? For instance, maybe if you want to start a business, maybe in retail and wholesale sector, you get products from a farmer, that is from companies, then you sell to end consumers. That is, you get products from producers, you sell them to end consumers. Now, you see yourself grow from either retail, a shop, then maybe to one chain of supplies, two chains of supplies, until you have several across the country. And you see your business grow from either turnovers of tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions, or maybe to billions. Like, see yourself, like, meditate and see the possibilities which your vision can make a reality in your life. Like, see yourself making profits and you are giving to charity, you are starting philanthropic activities across the country, you are educating children who cannot educate, who do not have parents, or their parents are poor. Like, you are giving your family the best life they have ever dreamt of. Maybe you are going outside the country, the government leaders are calling you to advise them on economic issues and how they can better the economy because of your excellence in business. Like, you are having continental tours. Like, meditate on the possibilities of your vision. If maybe you're a musician or you're a sports person, like, think of how you can become global in that particular area, and maybe you be paid well, you assist your family, you give money to churches, maybe to mosques, to hospitals. Like, the impact which your vision can cause to you and to other people's life. Then after that, you write down that vision. Like, you say, in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, this is the person I want to become. And I am going to do A, B, C, D, so that I can become, in the first 5 years, I can become this, or I can achieve my vision to this particular point. Then after the next 5 years, I can achieve this particular step as far as my vision is concerned. Then the other 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, like, have your vision written in paper and just have like a planning or a strategy on how that vision can come to fruition. Then after that is you set or schedule an execution timetable. Like, you have written your vision down, then where are you going to start? Like, which key particular disciplines are you going to adhere to? so that your vision can come to pass. Once you set that execution schedule down, now you gather resources for your vision. For instance, me, I discovered I have a passion of like training people, like get to understand maybe what's their purpose, how they can have a vision for their purpose, how they can execute the same, and different other disciplines of life. It can be about love, about forgiveness, maybe about passion, and many other things, about money, relationships, all that. So one thing, when I discovered I have that within me, I set down a vision. I wrote down my vision. And when I wrote it down, I decided I'm going to seek particular resources so that those resources can empower me so that I can make possible my vision. So one of the resources which I sought to have were books. So day in, day out, I'm reading a book on finance, I'm reading a book on relationships, I'm reading a book on vision so that I can ensure I have what it takes, or I am resourceful enough to make my vision a reality. And that's why when schools call me to talk to their students, when churches sometimes ask me to talk with their audience, or maybe a young person approaches me to answer a particular question which is tinkling their mind, I find that I have what it takes to handle that obligation or give them that service which they want me to give them. Therefore, once you write your vision down and you have scheduled your execution a timetable, the other thing is you gather resources. Some visions might need, certain vision might need money, other visions might need people, other vision might need concentration and time, others may need for you to go to school. So whichever resource your vision demands, seek that resource. And it's not a must, like if it's costly, you start so high, or maybe you wonder, this particular vision which I have, maybe it's to enter in real estate business. You say, I don't have the millions to build a house, so what am I going to do? And maybe you end up losing your vision. No, if you want to enter in the real estate business, maybe you can start with garbage collection, ensuring the current real estates which are in existence are clean. Then from the money which you get from the garbage collection, you save, and then maybe at some point you purchase a plot. You do the business again, you start constructing maybe a few singles, or either 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. Then with time, you will grow. And the other thing I discovered, whenever you identify your vision and you commit yourself to pursue it, there's something called the law of attraction. That is, God brings the things which you need so that that vision can come to pass near you. You might meet a person who falls in love with what you have started doing. You might get a job opportunity, or an opportunity which will give you money so that you can pursue your vision or make your vision a reality quickly. So the other thing is get those resources. And then lastly is be committed to your execution schedule. What you have decided to do so that your vision can come to pass, do it. Do it when you feel like doing it, and do it even when you don't feel like doing it. Why? Because this thing is a reality and will change your life. Sometimes you'll be in the journey of your vision and you make a mistake which takes you like 2 or 3 steps backwards. Don't give up. That is the story of every other person who had a vision. It is told of the guy, Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb. He tried many times, almost 1,000. Imagine if he gave up at the 600 time, or maybe at the 999 time, or maybe the 998 time. He would have, that is trial, he would have lost big, and today will not be having the light bulb, or if he will be having it, someone else will be given the credit and not him. So regardless of any setback, keep on pushing. And let me tell you, if maybe where I am is in a church, imagine if the person who was given the vision of building this church didn't pursue that vision. I'll be doing this video in another place, but imagine he never knew when he was pursuing the discipline of building this church and pursuing ministry in life, he was setting a background for me and a place for me where I would shoot a video talking to you today. That's the power of a vision. Now imagine if the guy who came up with the company which did my sweater didn't. This means today maybe I wouldn't be wearing it, or maybe I will be wearing a sweater of another person. And maybe the income which they got when I bought this sweater and God prophets will change their family's life, they will not have. So the thing is, I believe my vision and your vision is a package of commodities, services, and tools and products which other people will benefit from. And us choosing to pursue our vision is the best gift we can give to God who brought us here. You see, the gift of life is free. No one pays to be alive. We were just given a body and a spirit for free. And I believe the best way we can appreciate this is discovering, identifying our vision, setting that vision, developing it to a point where we have services and we have products which can better other people's lives. Now, I would like to conclude this, that everything is a vision. Even the people who are in business, business is just a vision. All services or products are given or acquired at a fee. So when you go to the shop and buy a loaf of bread, you are buying a product of someone's vision, and you give back a fee. And that fee includes the cost of production and profit of that person. So that person will enjoy their life because they sat down, came up with a product which betters your life. And also we have got visions, services which are given for free. Or maybe you will give back an appreciation token at will. And those are what I call gifts of vision. When someone discovers that maybe they can talk and train like me, and I decide I'll be approaching people and just try talk to them. What I used to do when I was in campus at Kenyatta University. One day I decided I know something little about purpose. So every one I'll meet and they are kind enough to give me maybe a minute or 2 minutes of their time, I'll try to ask them, do you know your purpose? Do you know you can discover your purpose? Or that. And imagine everybody that I approached, they welcomed me, they listened to me, and majority were like, wow, we never discovered that. We never knew anything about our purpose. We never knew our purpose is the reason why we were born, and we can identify our purpose through paying attention to our area of attention and consideration, our areas of natural interest, our areas of difference, and also acknowledging God as their creator. So our creator. So they were like, wow, you have given us a revelation which you never knew. And up to today, there are some people out of that conversation ended up discovering their purpose and starting things which has been transforming people's lives. So from today, you never know what package your vision carries for the society. So I challenge you to sit down. One, capture your vision in mind. Two, meditate on the possibilities of your vision, how your vision can change the world. Imagine the Wright brothers, if they didn't sit down and meditate on how they can come up with the aeroplane, how will we be traversing across the globe today? It will be terrible. Or someone else would have been, maybe would have got the credit. But today, history has them in books. They are the guys who invented the science of aeroplanes. Now, so they meditated on the possibilities of their vision. And today we recognize meet a person who falls in love. The other thing is what write down your vision. Then after writing down your vision, the other thing is schedule the execution steps for achieving your vision. Then after that, execute that vision. Gather resources for execution of the vision, then execute it. And lastly, when you have achieved your dreams and you are globally known, mentor other young people. That is from Honors of Tomorrow, today, Papa's Talk Show. Ensure you tune in for the next show. That is food for thought on vision. Thank you. John Mwangangi, your host today.